Namaste, a very warm welcome to bio classes. In the last class, we observed regarding the test class. What actually the test class is? So it is a simple cross which is used to identify the genotype, the actual genotype of dominant condition or dominant character. Whether the dominant character representing the organism, whether it is present in the homozygous condition or heterozygous condition. So that's our aim. We need to find out that one. To find out that genotype condition, what we did, we crossed that organism with a recessive parent organism. So that one we referred it as a test cross. And one more thing we observed, back cross, and one more reciprocal cross. Those things we observed. And one more thing I mentioned, that the test cross is a monohybrid test cross. What is this ratio? 1:1. If the organism genotype is heterozygous, then the test cross ratio is 1:1. Right? Let's focus on the concept of law of dominance. One more time. Law of dominance. And what is the second law? Another one? Law of segregation. Two laws given on the basis of monohybrid cross. Okay, let's focus on this law of dominance. So actually what we observed in the last class? Test cross we observed, right? So test cross ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಯಾವುದು monohybrid cross ಅವಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಾವು. Monohybrid cross ಇಂದ ಮೆಂಡಲ್ ಎರಡು laws ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ, law of dominance and law of segregation. So here, according to law of dominance, Mendel gave some postulates. So according to the Mendel, character controlled by a pair of factors. So first thing, according to Mendel, according to this law of dominance, each character it is also called as a trait. So trait controlled by a pair of factors. So here he used the term factors, and these factors are nothing but genes, or these are also called as alleles. So ಇವನ್ನ gene ಅಥವಾ allele ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. But actually Mendel did not use the term gene or allele. He used the term factor. So Mendel ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ, ಸೊ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಈ ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟುಲೇಟ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಮಿನೆನ್ಸ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. So here in the second one, factors occur in pair form. The second postulate according to Mendel is the factors occur in the pair form. So factors occur in pair form. Pair means what actually that pair? So available in dual form. So for example, capital T pair, capital T small t pair, small t pair. The factors are available in pair form. Why? Because the organism is diploid. The organisms are diploid. All sexually reproducing organisms are diploid. Why? Because two partners are involved, two parents are involved. So because of diploid nature, here the factors are available in pair form. And the next thing, and the pair, I will continue here only. The pair may be dissimilar. That pair may be dissimilar. So here the pair of the factors may be similar or may not be similar. Now here the pair is similar, but now it is dissimilar. Similar irbodu, dissimilar irbodu pair. And in that dissimilar pair, he gave one more statement, third one. In a dissimilar pair, always one factor dominates the other. So in the dissimilar pair, say for example this one, in the dissimilar pair, always one factor dominates the other factor. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಲು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಲನ್ನು ಡಾಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Actually he did not use the term allele, he said it as factors. One factor dominating other factor. So that is according to the third statement. When the pair is dissimilar. And this third statement holds good for law of dominance. So law of dominance is correct and suitable. In the dissimilar pair of factors, or in the dissimilar, that is dissimilar means homogeneous condition, sorry, heterogeneous condition. In this heterogeneous condition, in the F1 hybrid stage, only one allele dominates, only one allele is expressive, and that one will called as law of dominance. So these three statements he gives, but these three statements are not always true. These statements are yavaglu true allanta. Okay, let's take a third statement. Third statement, what is that one? In a dissimilar pair, say for example, capital T, small t, in the dissimilar pair, one factor dominates the other factor. One factor dominates the other factor. This is according to the Mendel. So Mendel ಈ statement ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so the total 7 characters studied by the Mendel individually. So in all the characters are separate, one thing. And second thing, all the characters, when he considered one character one time, all the characters show the same pattern of inheritance. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಜನರಲ್ ಲಾನ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಈ ತರ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೂಲ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡ್. ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, let me consider curly hair father and straight hair mother. Let's consider these two characters, curly hair father and straight hair mother. So curly hair ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, father ಗುಂಗುರು ಕೂದಲಿರೋದು, straight hair, mother hair straight ಆಗಿರೋದು. When both get married, their child will be having the hair in the different way. The hair may be wavy hair. Wavy hair. So this hair is curly and this hair is straight, and now this hair is wavy. That means wavy hair, it is not the curly hair as well as the straight hair, but it is the mixture of these two. Curly hair ಏನು straight hair ಎರಡನ್ನ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದದು ವೇವಿ ಅಂತ. So here this wavy hair, it is not the, so ಈ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದು ಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, whether curly hair is dominant or straight hair is dominant, we can't say. So ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಈ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಮಿನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೆಂಡಲ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೆಂಡಲ್ ಈ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಮಿನೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹೂ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್? Actually, this law of dominance is disproved by the concept of incomplete dominance. So what is the concept here? Incomplete dominance. Actually, this is complete dominance. Only one allele dominant, other allele is not dominant. But here it is incomplete. Incomplete dominance, or sometimes it is also called as partial dominance. The concept of partial dominance, or it is also called as blending inheritance. Blending inheritance. So you use ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟರ್ಮು ಸೇಮ್. So what actually the concept incomplete dominance meaning is? So let me consider the definition. It is the condition where the dominant allele is not completely dominant, over the recessive allele and produces intermediate phenotype, right? This is the definition for the incomplete dominance. So according to this one, it is a condition where dominant allele, let's consider the dominant allele is not completely dominant. According to Mendel, one allele is completely dominant, another allele is recessive. But here dominant allele is not completely dominant over the recessive allele. And because of that reason, the main thing, so here intermediate phenotype get produced. Intermediate. Now let me give an example. Tall crossed with the dark. So suppose the medium height produced means we will consider that one as an intermediate phenotype. But Mendel got only the tall in the F1 hybrid. So because of that reason he said about complete dominance, but in incomplete dominance, intermediate phenotype observed. Just I mentioned. Curly and straight, this is in between, intermediate phenotype. Right? So here, because of that reason, we can say incomplete dominance character, incomplete dominance concept, it is a deviation for Mendel's first law. So it is a deviation for Mendel's first law. So here, this incomplete dominance concept for the first time it was observed by Carl Correns. Scientist Carl Correns. And Carl Correns, he observed this incomplete dominance character, the concept earlier than the Mendel. So actually Mendel proposed about the complete dominance concept. So before that complete dominance, so Carl Correns earlier to Mendel, he proposed that incomplete dominance, but not in the formal way. So along with the Carl Correns, actually other two scientists are there. T. Skermark and one more, Hugo de Vries. Other two scientists, T. Skermark and Hugo de Vries, and the major scientist is Carl Correns. All the three scientists independently, they rediscovered Mendel's investigations. They rediscovered Mendel's work. What actually Mendel said? Actually Mendel completed his study in 1863. He started in 1856 and completed in 1863. After completion of Mendel's work, but Mendel did not get recognition. So Mendel ಮಾಡಿದ ವರ್ಕ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಮೆಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಸೇಮ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಈ ತ್ರೀ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಕಾರ್ಲ್ ಕೊರೆನ್ಸ್, ಟಿ ಸ್ಕೆರ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿಗೋ ಡೆ ವ್ರೀಸ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೇ ಗಾಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೆಂಡಲ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಂಡಲ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ತ್ರೀ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್. But anyway, let's leave these two scientists. Carl Correns, he also discovered this incomplete dominance concept. So he discovered that concept in flower color in 4 o'clock plant. 4 o'clock plant, the plant name is. That means this plant usually flowers in 4 o'clock. That means 4 p.m. At that time usually it is going to flower. ಅಂದರೆ ಸನ್ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗೋ ನೀರು ಆ ಟೈಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲವರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂತ 4 o'clock ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್, ಡಾಗ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. Dog flower plant. This plant also called as Antirrhinum. Antirrhinum plant, or sometimes we'll also refer it as snapdragon. Snapdragon plant. Right? So all are same here. So in these two types of plants, if you study the flower colors, so usually the flowers are available in 3 forms. That means no flower color is completely dominant here. So those are producing the intermediate color here. So there, for our syllabus, we are going to consider the flower color in case of the snapdragon or dog flower plant. So there in such kind of plants, usually the red color flower is dominant and the white colored flowers are recessive. Red dominant, white recessive. So that is according to Mendel's law of dominance. Okay. But thing is, some of the same plants, those are producing the pink color flowers also. Red is there, pink is there, white is there. So that pink is considered to be the intermediate phenotype. That means here red dominant allele or red dominant gene is not completely dominant. Because of that reason, they said this as incomplete dominance. So ಇದು ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇದ್ರ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಎಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.